Alright, welcome back to another Unreal Engine 4 game development live stream where we're working on Project Hero in Unreal Engine 4 using C++, the gameplay ability system plugin, and of course blueprints. So we back in it. How's it going? I always forget this name. Illy, I'll say. Sorry. That's another channel. There we go. How's it going, people? So, we kind of were messing around with our character movement, so I kind of wanted to continue doing that last time. I have my last exam Thursday, and then I'll be working on the Unit 4, trying to make some Java game engine, so my next should. Damn, dude, you're on a whole other plane of existence, Codebringer. Good for you. Keep it up. So we have, yeah. So this movement I think is too fast, or at least the way this animation is playing. So let's go ahead and fix that first. I think it's under what? Animations. Movement. Probably jog forward. Rate scale 1.25, we'll say. I think that looks better. There's a couple things I want to look at. Excuse me. So we already set up a new repository, so this is done. You can mark that as complete. I kind of want to look at investigating a free look option. So, like, for example, like if you're not moving, well, actually that already works. Maybe did we already do that then? Or do I want to maybe I want to create a free look as you're moving, so you have to orient yourself. I don't know if that means anything. So basically, you know how I can rotate around when I'm not moving? I want to turn on an option where you'll be able to do that as well while you're moving. See, the player is orienting himself towards the camera. I want to be able to press, I don't know, T, for example, to, toggle that off and on. I think that would be nice. We also have the scrolling, so we can zoom in and out. And we have jumping into a roll. So we have a lot of changes in here. But I want to get this in where you're moving and stuff like that. So I found a YouTube video. I kind of want to just refresh myself on this. Yeah, it's pretty much like an astronaut jump bucket. Yeah. Let me just turn on.
Walking around, if we move our camera, it also moves the player.
Yes.
So hold down left Alt, we're going to be able to move the camera around the player like that.
Alright, perfect.
Quite good, quite nice. You can just, again, you can third person be simple. So the plus variable is talking about Boolean. This isn't actually, you can ignore this. You put left Alt.
Yeah, it's a free look.
As you have B, and we have free to make rotator, get Control C, this part to be component in that. But instead of it being the camera rotation, it's just going to be the player's rotation anyway, which is obviously what we want for this. Then how do we connect these two pieces of code up so they both work together? Well, this is very simple. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to move the input axes, move forward, right out, like so. So just move them like that. Hold down B, left click to get a branch, plug that in there. The condition of this is going to be free look. So if we are...
Okay. So... I think it's in our character then. So input axis move forward. Is that in here? Yes. Yes. Okay, so we have move forward in here somewhere. Let me zoom in a little bit. This is a new IDE. It's called Rider. It's from JetBrains. I saw a couple other streamers and YouTubers use it. I thought it was really nice. It's currently free. Yeah, I just like the look overall. It seems a little bit better. Yeah, JetBrains is nice. I had PyCharm when I was doing Python stuff. So their stuff is pretty good. So we gotta look for move forward. So where's move forward? Show hero debug, grant abilities. Sprinting, zooming in and out. That's crouching. Okay, so do I not have move forward? Do I have that in my 8? So we have... Interesting. Let me look in hero character. Yes, we do. So yeah, we added this logic. So let's see what he has for direction.
From there, move forward and move right. So the scale.
All right, so the direction is the capsule component instead. So we gotta do a couple things first. Let's add this. Excuse me, I just had dinner and my food stuck in my throat. Router for me doesn't show any debug values. Interesting. I really haven't tried debugging with it yet, so that seems like it could be a potential problem if I can't debug properly. But let's first worry about our stuff here. So for now, we'll do toggle free look. We'll do it with T. And then we're gonna have to do a couple things. Well, as I just saw, it's an early preview, so it's understandable if it's buggy, I guess. True. Let me drink some of this water. Yeah, so we need to make another function here. Void toggle free look. And I think we'll also need probably a private property. I don't know if you want to. Maybe it'll be protected. So we'll do bool be free look enabled. And then we can just, I don't know, just in case we need it, we can do u function blueprint pure category. I guess we could just do what? Hero. We'll just put into the movement component, even though it's technically not, but it's kind of involved with movement. And then we can do what? Bool, and then get is free look enabled. And we just do return B. What's the, yeah, B free look enabled. I guess I would have to do force inline. And then bool. I don't know if I need to do force inline, but we could try. So we have a function that gives us if we're in free look or not, which I think is okay. I definitely gotta clean up this class too. I really don't know what force inline does, honestly. I just know you have to use it when you actually use, when you just do an inline function like this. Pretty sure. It's one of these things where you know you should do it, but you don't know why. So let's look it up. It mostly which is not standard keywords. Inline means that on call, that function compiler can go and paste function code to place at the call instead of doing standard jump to function. So it's basically what? Just telling the compiler just to not worry about any kind of implementation function because it's like right there. Pretty sure that's all that means. Okay. So now we need to add this. So that's hero character, but we want to be in hero player character. These are binding axes, so we should bind a new action. Toggle free look. Oops. And what do we call it? Toggle free look, that's simple enough. And then we got to where's that other function? Toggle free look. Yeah, you better call it Boner OS, in memory of the shark from Abzu. May he rest in peace. Okay, here we go. We could say what? Be guess we could say be free looked equals not be free looked. Yeah, it's pretty nice with these pointers. Like, the whole interface seems much nicer. So I'm glad I'm not the only one. So now we want to do what? So that toggles free look. So I think that's all this function really needs to do. I think. But I think what I need to do is do the move forward and move right stuff. I think I need to do this special stuff in my hero player character, because this is my character specific. Because I don't know if I want AI to follow these kind of rules when it comes to motion. So let me get to hero character.h. Okay. These are under protected. I really also need to reorganize how this class looks. This kind of looks like garbage. Let me say override. Does it not? I wonder if using bitwise operations to flip your boolean would be faster. It probably would. I always forget about bitwise operators at this point. What do I need to do? Virtual, right? Yeah. Do I have to write it like that and it'll be okay? Control Alt F11. I just want to see what problems this is. Like, I have this for begin play and it doesn't break anything. Because hero character Hero player character comes from a hero character. Let's just see what happens. I'm sure I'm gonna get an error. Yeah. Okay, maybe it's because I have to like make the method. Oh, and you can do both at the same time? Ooh, baby. Nice. Okay. Guess I'm gonna have to do virtual here. Now I think I can just cut that, put it into this. Okay. Then what? Super this bitch? I'm sure I'm doing something wrong. Thanks for the hug. Let's see. Let's see what happens. So I'm not sure why. Like, move forward and move right, they should be inherited functions. Well, I guess not. Oops, how do I get that, There it is, okay. So I guess they're not overridable functions. I thought they were. Well, we don't... Well, I guess technically we need them here. I don't know if you do. That's a good question. Because, like, this comes from a character. Let's look. Go to declaration. So here's a character. So only the parent function should be virtual. Okay. Well, I don't know. Is there like a... yeah, I think... Yeah, okay, I understand what this is. It's like, this is actually a function that I made. Okay. So, a hero character. We're gonna mark this as virtual. And we don't have to do anything, right? If it's marked as virtual, do we really have to do anything? Can I leave it empty? And then in hero player character, I override it and do my thing. I think that's valid. Okay. So move forward. This is hero player character, so we're good there. Now for the same thing for move right. Okay, let me just add comments in here. Hero player character overrides and adds functionality. Okay. Now, I don't know why I don't have access to hero base attributes. This is a private thing. Private. When it says incomplete pointers, most of the cases it just means that you've imported the superclass of that object, but not that object. Okay. So where are my attributes? I feel like I'm going kind of crazy. So base hero attributes. Where is that in here? Okay. So no results here. Well, I mean, view hero attributes. So it's only referenced here once, which I don't understand. Hold on. So we're getting attributes. But base hero attributes, and that's nothing in here? That's not cool. Yeah, this is exactly the problem. All right, here it is. Literally right here, and it's under protected. So I don't understand why. Like, if it's under protected, then any inheriting class should be able to have access to it. Let me see what this has to say. Yeah. And I only program like 4 hours a week. So like I really don't understand what I'm doing half the time. So get hero forward speed is not a member of this thing. Okay. Like, this was working when I was in hero character. So that works? Wait, what? Now it's okay? Ah. Let me see this again. Okay, now it's okay? I don't know. Maybe. Okay. So in theory, I should still be able to move around as we have. And yeah, I gotta figure out this shield issue where he's not always bringing the shield with him. But if we move forward, we move at a certain speed, but then if we block, we're moving a little slower. And yeah, we move a little bit slower when we're doing shield and diagonal, we're moving. Yes, okay. Yeah, JetBrains is fine. Okay. Yeah, one of these days I need to sit down. Like, I always keep saying one of these fucking days, like, I need to do it. So hero player character, right? So what does he do? So he gets the capsule component. So can I literally like? Okay. So concept rotator equals. I think it's like what, B free look enabled, and then if it's true, I get the capsule component, get world rotation. Let's see. Get. Okay, hold on. What? Oh yeah. I had to Google it last time, but I think I got it this time. But now I gotta figure out what I need to do. So it's what get so controller. That's the oh no. So I have to get the world rotation of the capsule component. So capsule component. Do I have to include get world? What is it? Get scene component. I hope not. Maybe. UE4 hash include capsule component. Let's see if we need it. Let's try it one more time. Get world rotation. Nope. Get component rotation, is that one? Maybe. Return rotation of the component in world space. Yeah, that sounds like it. So what's wrong here? Okay, so do I have to do get capsule component? Yeah. So potentially this. So maybe that's all I need to do is this line in both. Okay, now where's my toggle of my free look? So did I set this up correctly? No. Toggle free look. And then UE log. Log temp. Warning. Text. Free look enabled. And I don't think I need the exact reference for this. I think I could just say be free look enabled. So let's check this out. Oh, I keep doing the wrong one. All right, we're making plays here. I don't know, like, is the code hard to read? If you use the standard cout, does it display in your Unreal Console too? I don't know. That would be interesting to make my own macro, but I don't think it's necessary. All right, so let's see. Wait, we gotta get our developer output log. So we press T. It's yeah. All right. All right. So it at least worked. Okay. That part doesn't work too well. Like, I just don't want you to like spin in a circle. I don't know how to prevent that. So that's an interesting problem. So I just gotta figure that out. But yes, at least it worked. Oh, whoops, wrong. Yeah, so how would I go about fixing?
Value is going to go into the axis value of our move forward and move right here. Just to make it look with these players, we're going to move around normally. If we hold down Alt, we can see that we're going to be moving like this. So we can then move in a straight line that we're currently running in, and we have our camera free looking around the player, like so, in any direction the player chooses to look in. So this works great. They can look all around them without it affecting the direction they are moving in. And we can still use A and D to move as well. It works perfectly. And still free look around like so. So I think that'll be it for this video.
Maybe I have to like change my turn rate. I don't think I missed anything because like technically it works, you know, like I think the turn rate's just too fast. So maybe I have to like update the turn rate. So I'm gonna say that's okay, but let's see what so turn rate. I think I have to also override turn rate from my character. Like here's move forward and everything. Whoops. Here's turn rate. So maybe I can just change base turn rate. Because it is public. Let's see. Let's see, base turn rate equals 0.1. I actually don't know what the turn rate is. So that's another problem. But let's see if that does anything for us. Okay. So our turn rate right now is normal. Yeah, it's still Um. Wonder if I have to do that just so I can get the word. Or if I have to make it a string. That's another question just off the top of my head. So add controller yaw input equals rate, which is what I'm putting in, times the base turn rate. So like in my character, I should have a base turn rate property. And it's 0. Let me see what this property does. Okay. Doesn't do anything for us. How would I want to figure this out? Another UE log, of course. Log temp warning next. Turn at rate equals because maybe I'm not understanding what this thing is doing. I'll have to see what happens. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, so turn rate equals, and it's not giving me anything. Do I have to convert to a string? Wait, let me just see my other. Yeah. I think I do have to convert it to a string. I don't know why, like, how am I not knowing it, like, what this is? So let me just do float temp equals this. Maybe it's because I'm just performing math. And it's just like, no, don't do that. Temp dot to string. Well, it has std to string. That's interesting. Let's see if that did anything. Not very good at remembering how to do these logs, these Kenny logins. I just want to know like what my turn rate is. I feel like that shouldn't be very like hard, because I would want to try to reduce that time in freeform. Did that finish? Okay. Yeah, it's still like not showing what it is. Did you not just forget the formatting character? Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Your boy's dumb. Let's see if that worked. Ugh. Oy vey. See if that did the trick. Okay. So turn rate is 0. But that doesn't make any sense to me, because like I'm turning. So like what is exactly controlling? Like my move forward is W, S, and all these things, and it calls move forward. So maybe I have nothing to do with it because it's in move forward, or move right, I should say. So maybe I have nothing to do here. Instead, being here. So move right. So yaw rotation. Maybe I have to like like, do I even care? Like, is it that big of a deal where like you kind of like spin in a circle like that? Like, I kind of don't like that. So maybe like I just have to reduce value. So maybe I can say value equals, and again, free look enabled. If it's true, we could do what? Value divided by 2. Else value. So it's like a half the input value. But if this does work, then we definitely don't want to have a hard-coded value. We might want to just make, maybe in our movement component, or maybe just in the character, this variable. Let's just see if this works. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Okay, so that still did not do anything. Yeah, this now gets really hard to control on a gamepad. Like I'm just pushing forward and I'm slightly moving it, and it's like, so I don't think. I don't know if it's the scene component that we need to be following, or the capsule component. Get skeletal, or what is it? Get mesh. Just in case, but get rotation. Okay. Let's see if this makes a difference. I don't think it will. Maybe on the movement component you have something to enable or disable, I don't know. Let's take a look. So I found out how to rotate the camera without affecting third person cameras. 3 things. So scrolling down to its orient rotation to movement, going over to class default, then scrolling down. I must untick the box that says use control. 3, I must go to this percent roto. Okay, maybe that's correct. Let me just see what this does, and then we'll come back to it. So under the character movement component. And let's take a look at these settings as well. So in the character movement component, there is orient rotation to movement. So that's currently false. So we'll just kind of have to do the opposite of what we have. Okay, that did not work. Now we're just going in the circle. Okay, so get caps opponent. All right, we'll definitely try that next. So in our toggle, we don't do anything with base turn rate. We can. We don't need this log anymore. We can say what? So if, or can we say, character movement. So right now it's false, so we want it to be true. So we would want to say what, like, or do we want to do it more cleanly where we're just like, okay, if this is true, do what, get character movement, orient towards the movement. So if it's true, so this is when we want to enable that one. And then else we'll kind of do it one by one. This would be false. Then he says, scroll down the pawn settings. I must untick the box. Use controller rotation, yeah. All right, so right now it's false. So we'll have to set this to true. Use control rotation, yeah, equals true. And then we'll do false here. Well, that if and else statement is kind of useless. You can just set it to your Boolean value in one line. Well, I mean, it's kind of like the opposite of what I want my value to be, right? So, well, if it's true, oh yeah, you're right. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing it now that I'm seeing it. You're right. I don't know if I could do them all in one line, probably. Like, is it? I remember we were doing some C++ thing. Like, is this legal? Like doing that kind of one line thing. Hey, Pale Spider. Well, I'm glad you caught a stream too. Welcome. Like, I'm kind of curious if all this on one line is fine. Let's try to see. Let's try and compile it. And we'll see if we get an error. I don't like it being one line because it's kind of confusing to read. But let's see if it even works. Because they're technically all booleans. So why not? Like if we could compile a hero player character. Alright, yeah, compiled. Hero player character compiled. So I guess technically it's true. Yeah, okay. That is big brain moment. But the last one. Go to the spring arm settings, scroll down to camera settings, and take the box that says use pawn control rotation. Let me just see. Spring arm. So I kind of want to do the opposite for this one. Is there a spring arm? Zoom in and out. How did I get spring arm? Yeah, it's like that. Use pawn control rotation equals not pre-look enabled. So if this component is placed on a pawn, should it use the view control rotation of the pawn where possible? When disabled, the component will revert to using the store relative rotation of the component. Your online thing may be wrong. What do you mean? Are you talking when you say online thing? Are you talking about this reference that you sent me? Oh, inline. What inline? Yeah, we did inlines like an hour ago. Okay. So it's just shorter writing for... Okay, so it doesn't work. Okay. So it's better just to do it like that. Yeah, I get it. Technically, it works in terms of being valid syntax, but it's not going to work like we thought. I also have to just remind myself what like orient rotation to movement is like what all these properties really do. It's a tricky life. Thank you for the sub, Hillspire. I appreciate it. Love you. Thanks. Welcome to the party, buddy. Alright, let's see what happens now. So, like, I move around like this. And then I press T. And now it's really gross. So, no. Oh, why did I close out completely? Shit. Alright, let's do these one at a time. Really, just to see what they do. Because doing all three at once is just not gonna be good for us. So B, orient rotation to movement. So I feel like that is literally just... Alright, so if true, rotate the character towards the direction of acceleration, using the rotation rate as the rate of rotation. Okay. So that makes sense. B for beans. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay, there we go. So So I got this movement, I press T. All right, so that's literally just not much has changed. Like we're still spinning around and everything. Wow, he is vibrating like crazy, or this motion blur is just weird. I don't know what that is. So that doesn't seem like... I feel like that's a problem because of messing with orient towards movement. Oh, finally, it's not compiling like 1,000 things. So I press T. All right, so he's still derping. So this is somehow like worse. Okay. Let's see what happens when you just enable that one. Oh, yeah, I know the Chono. He's really cool. All right, so this is like the orient towards movement, where like he's just rotating at that turn rate. So I definitely don't want that. So where's my spring arm set thing to right now? Spring arm. So use pawn control rotation. Do I do anything with that one? Yes, that's what it is. So I have it set to true. Let me just set this to false by default. Yeah, see, like, I'm just completely detached. Should I not inherit yaw? Oh, fuck. Kinda looks cool, but not really. Yeah. So there has to be something. How to, let's see, UE4, prevent raw character from spinning in circle. Let me just show my screen. Is there actually like an answer? So that's get control rotation. That's what we're doing already in code, no? If we're not in free look. Yeah, get control rotation. What image is that? So mode. So he's not putting any input in for turning. Yeah, so this is not a thing. So let me get rid of that. There's gotta be something. So wait, what is this image saying? Let me just make this 0.1. I just want to see if it'll affect how fast I'm turning in place. That's what I want to know right now. Because maybe it's something with my animation blueprint. Always a possibility. Press T. Oh, okay. Still broken shit. Try that one more time. Okay. He's still spinning. Yeah, no matter what. Okay, so maybe it is. Maybe it is my animation blueprint. Let me look. So speed is 0. Direction, what, like 100? So, all right, so like I'm literally not doing anything. Like, am I previewing him correctly? Yeah. So I would expect him to be turning. But I guess not. Like, I just need to know what is this. Like, how can I slow that down? Like in my project settings, if I go to input, do move right. If I make this instead of -1, if I make it -0.01, will I move? Yeah, see how I'm still spinning at the same rate. Like, I'm not doing anything with the rotation, though. This is really tricky. I don't understand. There has to be some value that's happening. Um, 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 so that's possessed. That's that set player input. Like there's turn, add controller yaw input. Like what happens if I just comment that out? Like what is the result? That's the question of the ages. Like I'm still able to turn. So like what is the point of that? So like that doesn't make a difference. So there is this. So this is adding. So maybe this is what you're talking about. So can I say instead of this, I say like 0.1? All right, so this is literally my mouse. See how I can't turn? Like I'm wiggling my mouse really a lot right now. So this is mouse input. So this has to be, this is just moving. So this is all yaw. So it has to be moving right. So yaw rotation. Let's see, UE4 player rotates too quickly in place. Like what do we have for options in this character movement component? Rotate. Is it the rotation rate? Let me make this 1. Yeah. So it's definitely that. So if I make this 200... Yeah. God damn it. All right, so that's what we're looking for. So I gotta fix my mouse. Isn't it? I think it's in my project settings. Turn rate. Because like right now. All right, so it's moving in one direction. So I definitely changed code somewhere. -1, -1, yeah, that's all fine. Where did I fuck up? Oh, oh, okay. I think I just have to recompile. Ooh. Some of you might not like cracking knuckles, so sorry. All right. Yeah, there we go. So now we just got to update that turn rate. So I think what would be the best way to handle this? Would it be in the character movement component? Probably. What would be the best way to handle this? Be private? F rotator, free look, rotation rate. No, it would be public, and I would want to expose it as a U property. So we could just set it. Edit anywhere. Rotation. And then what would we want to do? We would probably want to store the default rotation rate somewhere, right? Would it be in the player character? Where it's like, so we enable free look or toggle free look, and then we would say like, I guess we would need it in here. Like completely private. I guess I'll say protected. F rotator default. What's this parameter called? Rotation rate. Or I think this would also make sense to be in the character movement component, but as a private thing. And then can I say default rotation rate equals rotation rate? And then in my character, I could say get character. I guess it could be get character movement component. Rotation rate equals free look enabled. So if it's true, we want to say it is the free look. I get maybe it'll be easier to be like a hero. Is that how you say it? A hero character movement component. Oh, it's a U. Okay. All right. Do I already have a movement component variable? Okay. No, I don't. And then I could say just to be safe, we'll do an if. And then we would say, so basically movement component, rotation rate equals, and then it would be movement component, free look rotation rate, otherwise it'll be the default, so. All right, so this, it has to be private, or it can't be private. So I think that's valid. Yeah, maybe I should make like a getter. Let's see if this works, and if it does, we'll do a getter. Take it one step at a time. Okay. So we're doing the normal rotation, then we press T. Oh yeah, we gotta set it. What's that word? Free look? Yo, you're gonna have a barbecue tonight? Damn, dude. Thanks for the invite. I'm down. On my way. So isn't my hero player character? No. Isn't my... Yeah. So it's in my hero character movement component. So why is that not in here? How's it going, Griffin Moore? How's it going? Glad to hear you're willing to learn. So this is a side project that I'm working on called Project Hero right now. It's an action-adventure RPG. Obviously, it's going to be in Unreal Engine 4. We're using C++, the gameplay ability system plugin, blueprints, and things like that. Right now, we haven't been using the gameplay ability system too much just because we're kind of going back to getting our character to move and control right. But eventually we'll get back to the gameplay ability system aspect of it. So if you have questions, feel free to ask. Codebreaker is really knowledgeable about programming in general, but he's also familiar with Unreal Engine. So if you have any questions about Unreal Engine, ask away. This is the place to do it. So is it because it's not edit defaults only? Hey, 50, you gotta start somewhere, my dude. I started using Unreal Engine 3 or UDK back like 10 years ago. So I learned when I started when I was 18. So you definitely have a head start on me, my friend. But it's definitely good. It's good to know a game engine. So Unreal or Unity or Godot's pretty popular. Game Maker you can use. I just recommend that you try to learn a language. I mostly make art written tools Python. That's cool. Maybe I have to close out a hero player character and reopen it. Give it a refresh. Not edit defaults only. Free look. Yeah, see, why is it not appearing? I didn't make it advanced. Maybe due to inheritance, I don't know. Like, here are the tags, right? For status falling and status crouching, and they're right here. Unless I'm doing something weird. So in air tag, crouch tag, right? Oh yeah, I'm definitely confused. Are you visible anywhere? Yeah, like, it's weird that edit defaults only works with these ones, but it wouldn't work for that one. So we'll try visible anywhere. So we'll see if visible anywhere does anything for us. If it doesn't, we'll have to see what the hell's going on. Like, maybe I have to close out of the editor and open it back up. Maybe hot reload doesn't work in this case. There could be 1,000 different reasons. Yeah, hot reloading very rarely helps. If this doesn't work, then let's close out. We'll do a recompile. We'll see if it makes any difference. Ah, I got a bunch of corn in my teeth. I'm sorry. I'm sure that's not fun to look at. Ah. Okay. Let's see if this made a difference. Nice. Get nutted. All right, let's see if it made a difference in our blueprint. Yes, it did. But it's visible anywhere. We want to do what? Edit anywhere. So let's see if now it'll be okay. What kind of food are you gonna have at your barbecue, Codebreaker? You better be getting like old school American style, like hamburgers and hot dogs. Or pork. I'm making myself jealous. I love barbecues, you know, drinking outside and listening to music. How are things, you're in France, no? How are things COVID style? Like, are you guys lifting restrictions at all? Or like, what's the status there? Very rainy. I see. Okay. So that didn't make a difference. So I believe we literally just have to like rebuild when we make it. That's kind of gross. I do not like that, but whatever. In Poland, it's getting nice. The weather's starting to warm up. They estimate that COVID and all quarantines-related stuff should be over in the next 1 to 2 months. That's nice. Yeah, we're almost at the light at the end of the tunnel. We survived. I got my first vaccine shot like 2 weeks ago or something, and that vaccine shot fucked me up. Like, I was sick as hell for 12 hours. I had a fever, I was getting chills, I had full body aches, but it only lasted 12 hours. I got the AstraZeneca, so the next one's in July, but the second shot shouldn't be as bad as the first. So fingers crossed in that regard. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you're asymptomatic? I see. Yeah, I don't know if I am. Alright, so rotation rate's 540. So free local rotation's gonna be 200, let's say. Alright, now we press T. Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. Now I gotta figure out this, like, is that motion blur or like, I don't know what exactly that is. I also gotta fix this blocking thing. Also, when you're blocking, he's rotating in place. Which I don't know why. Okay, now I'm stuck in blocking, so that's also a bug I gotta figure out. I already have that notated, but like, okay. So like, I'm able to rotate around myself. I block and then I'm moving like this. Like, do I want that? I don't know. I'm also curious. Like, do I want to make like data assets where like, okay, I have my hero character movement data, and in that data asset, I have things like my free look rotation rate and my crouch tags and my in-air tag. Maybe it's due to some value limitations. I'm often confused with some values of normalizing like 360. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Valid point to make. I kind of want to go data oriented. But I don't know if that's gonna bite me in the ass. So instead of having this stuff as like in my component, maybe my component could just have a data asset. And in that data asset, I just say, hey, you know, here are these parameters, then I just reference it that way. And then that way I could just look into the data asset and just see what's there. Let's give it a shot. Why not? It's all about doing random shit on this show, so let's give it the old college try. V4, C++. No, I've done data assets before. Let's see, data. Yeah, so I gotta create a new data asset file, new C++ class. Oh, shit, maybe. Well, I'm just gonna go with my heart and we'll deal with the consequences later and see what we end up having. So data asset. And I'll just say hero, player, character, movement data. Choose a folder, data, player, movement. Go with it. Let's just roll with the punches. While we're waiting for anybody new who's watching the stream, make sure to follow for plus 69 on Real Knowledge, of course. Always appreciate a good follow. But if you want to lurk, go ahead, lurk. I won't judge. Alright, so our class was created. Here we go, player movement. So how does this exactly work? Well, let me look at my other data assets. So am I literally just putting properties in? Yeah. Okay. So public. So character movement component, no. Okay. What we want to do? We want to have a U property. Like, do these have to be U properties? Yeah. Edit defaults only, I suppose. Category equals tags. F gameplay tag. In air tag. We could just do that. We're gonna have to import some classes. F gameplay tag container. Okay, and then yeah, instead of in air tag, it's the second one is crouch tag. So we should be able to hot reload this now. Oh, why is it making make files? I also don't really fully understand make files. I remember I watched some, I think, Cherno video about make files a long time ago, and that information kind of just flew over my head at that point. Oh, maybe the problem is going to be in my include. Yeah. It's a helper. It helps your compiler compile stuff. I guess that makes sense. So, yo, dog, I heard you need to compile, so I'm gonna help you compile your compile. We'll see how much this has to compile. I have no idea how you would compile it, so I guess that's the point of the make file, is just to do that heavy lifting for you. So is the walkthrough of the gameplay abilities your favorite go-to for gas? Give me just a second. Like, I don't know if you're referring to this one, Tail Spider. This is really good resource, and it's written documentation. So I recommend reading that. It has there's another one, this gas shooter, like an additional project you can look at. In terms of videos, I don't know, there's a couple of good resources. Yeah. The gameplay ability system is pretty hard to wrap your head around. You really gotta just use it. Oh yeah, build failed, and I know why, because it's gotta be a hero. I wonder how I can fix that. Like, the issue with the gameplay ability system, it's not much of an issue, but in order to use it, you have to have some C++ knowledge in order to set it up. If you set it up all correctly, then it's just a matter of making your gameplay abilities, knowing how to activate them and stuff like that. Yeah. So let me see. Do I have data anywhere? So let me go to folder character movement data. Oh wait, I don't think I do it like that. I have to do miscellaneous data asset. Oh, I have to add it there too. Is it hero damage data? Is it in here? All right, I think I have to recompile it again. But let me make some fixes real quick. It's in one of these assets. 0426. Hero config. Is it default editor? Yeah. So asset class is it? So mana data asset is what I called it there. So this is what? Hero player character underscore movement data. I think that's the name of that class. Hero player character movement data. Okay. I'll keep that open just in case I need it. Let's try compiling again. There's also a good project. Oh, Codebreaker sent me something. Teacher told me my CPU looks sexy. Yeah, let me open up. One project for you. I don't know where it is exactly. It's the Action RPG project, so I think it might be under the Learn tab. Yeah, so under the Learn tab, there's this Action RPG project. You can download it. It uses the gameplay ability system. So it's also a good learning resource. So Action RPG. All right, let's see if I can create this data asset now. Miscellaneous data asset. Yeah, here we go. Hero player character movement data. Or should I just call it hero character movement data? All right, Codebreaker, thanks so much for stopping by and hanging out for the majority of the stream. I appreciate you. All right, here's our tag. So what is it? Effect or no, status. Yeah, good luck with the barbecue, dude. Sounds awesome. So in air tag. So what did I set that as before? So let me open up the original movement component. It's just in my character, I think. Status that is falling and status that crouching is the two. So status dot is falling. And then status dot is crouching. Okay. So those are in. Now we need to add the pre-look rotation rate. Think I don't need anything special in there. Okay, cool. I've got it working via tutorial, but I am one who wants to know how it works. So if it breaks it, I can fix it, if that makes sense. Yeah, I totally get that. It's just, it might just be a while before you reach that point, but if you look through all those resources, you should get a good point. But don't worry, man. You'll get it. Just read through those documentation things and just start like fucking with shit, and you'll get there. As you know, that's just all it takes. All right, so yeah, hot reloading doesn't work so good with this. Oh. Okay. There we go. This is 200. Now we need to, in our character movement component, we gotta create a new U property. Now it's gotta be what? You, hero, player, character. I guess it has to be class, right? Class. You, hero, player, character. Movement data? Wonder if that's all I need to do. Or if I have to do like T subclass of. Oof. But if you have any questions while you're learning PL Spider and you see me streaming, feel free to ask questions about the gameplay ability system. I use it for work. Like my professional work, not just this side job. But the version that we use is a heavily modified one by our gameplay and engine programming team, but for the most part, for the gist of it, it works. The same. Oh yeah, I've got to change the category from tags to data. So player character. It's gonna be under tags, right? Okay. Cool. So we can dump that in. So now what we should be able to do, change this category from tags to the movement data, I suppose. Now we can get rid of all these three properties. Now in the hero component here, we have to say, well, let's find the word tag. Okay, so basically we have to include this new data asset class. So I include hero data player movement there. So our first instance of tag. Oh yeah, I don't want this print string really anymore. That gets super annoying when we're debugging. Oh yeah, we probably want to have a gravity scale parameter there too. So we'll probably want to do hue, hero, player character movement data. Or no, since this is the component, we could just say if was it movement data? Is that what we named it? Yeah, movement data. Reorganizing. And we could say what? Can we say F gameplay tag is in air tag equals movement data. Do I have to do just dot? In air tag. Okay, so it just fixes that for you. So we could just say, I guess I could just do it like that. That'll fix it, right? Or I think that's okay. think that's okay. Do I still, okay, we don't have the editor open. So I don't know where I'm doing the crouch tag. Let's just get compile errors and see what's up. Fix this thing. Well, brute force fix this thing. Yeah, here we go. Fix these errors one at a time. Okay. So I think we also have to include this here. Hero, data, player movement. There we go. Then I can say what? View, hero, player character, movement data. No. Movement data equals get character, movement component. No, you could just say hero character movement data. We'll want to say something like this. So like if hero character movement and then continue the rest. In here. And then, thank you for the follow, Griffin Moore. I appreciate it. Welcome. What do we want to say? So now we can say what? F gameplay tag, crouch tag equals movement data, crouch tag. And then we could say if hero character movement. No, we don't have to do that anymore. So we could say get ability system component and crouch tag dot is valid. I guess we can do all this into like one if statement, right? So if get ability system component and is crouch tag and not get ability system component has matching. Oh, whoops. Get ability system component. Stop doing that one. Get ability system component has matching gameplay tag. Crouch tag? Then just do this. But crouch tag? Okay, so now it's uncrouch. So we gotta pretty much do like these, almost the same exact thing, but opposite. So we're getting the movement component again, so I could just kind of copy and paste that. So crouch tag and remove. So I believe that's all we have to do there. Okay, build failed. Yes, it's because we had the free rotation rate, so it's in hero player character. So I believe in hero player character we already have the movement data there, so we can basically say you hero player movement data equals what? We got the hero component here, so we could just switch places like that. Then we can do movement component, movement data. So we can say if movement component and movement data. I think I have to add that to the crouch and uncrouch. So I don't know, like if it's too safe to too dumb to be like, okay, if movement component, then we get this. So this is out of scope now. So I guess we just gotta be like, okay, we have to have everything. And then we could say movement data. That. I just want to say, yeah, if movement data. So I think that's all kosher. I definitely need to make a pass to make sure that we kind of handle all exceptions and shit. But we are compiling, so we should be able to get our tags for crouching and in air, so I want to double check that. So we have me, own tags, we have none. So we have blocking, is falling, yes. Okay, so crouching is currently broken. Oh, no, it's not. I was using the wrong button. So stats is crouching, so we're doing that all correctly. Okay. So that all worked. So I think what I want to, like, we're done for today. Let me just check. So investigate free look option, we're good. Mark is complete. Yeah, we're good. So I want to make a new task, right? But really clean up your code. We don't need any description really, but it should be just like remove unneeded properties, remove unneeded classes, comment your code, add, I think it's called exception handling slash, make sure to handle validity checks. I think I want to do that next time. Since we're making decent progress now, you know, there's a couple, and you know, I want to comment my code. I want to make sure everything's okay. Because, like, yeah, it's kind of not kind of a mess. It's really a mess. Okay, so that's that. We can go into Perforce and Unreal Game Sync. We have all these files, some things that weren't checked out. Here we go. Hero character. my hero player character. Okay, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Ability tasks. No, that's all good. Fox is good. Ability attributes are good. Movement, yeah. Cheat manager. All our components. Damage is fine. Data. We have all that added. Nothing special there. Nothing with our Fox, our function library. Yeah, I think we're good. I think that's everything we did today. Add, relook, plus move. And plus refactored. Character movement properties to data asset. Plus replaced references. I think that's all good. Now we should push this to GitHub. Should really just copy and paste thing. Oh no, yeah, there we go. Sometimes it takes too long to like update. Let's copy our comment here. Movement updates. Let's commit that bad boy. Let's push origin. Okay, so if you aren't already, please follow me here on Twitch. I think I have. No, I don't. Okay. Follow me on Twitter for more announcements and other tweets of that nature. You can follow me on Facebook as well. That should work. You can also subscribe on Patreon to get access to the source code. So feel free to do that. Do I have any? Oh yeah, and our Discord. Feel free to join the Discord. Since there's only 2 people watching, and on one of them, meaning one person is watching, I won't do another raid. Okay, now it says 3, so we'll go ahead and raid somebody so we can get credit for it. Raid Julie Strader. So thanks again, everybody, for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Thanks again, and see you soon.